All right, we are live. Let me get everything set up here. The shaking will stop soon. There we go. First thing set up, and now we got to go to this. Mute everything. Using two different things now. This is the new way of doing it. We're using the iPad, and we're actually using the phone to read the comments to make it easier. And there's a mic, if you haven't been here for the last time. All right, cool. Now the chat will be there, and we're good to go. Let's see if anyone's around. It's a weird time again. What is it, just after 5 p.m.? Hello, people showing up. Good to see you. Got a little shot. I cleaned the desk so it doesn't look so bad. So give me a break, huh? Hello, people. How are you? Good to see you. Malcolm, what's going on, buddy? Little chill, you know, just woke up a little while ago, did a little workout. Bob, what's going on? Figured we'd do a live stream. It's Friday night. Why not, right? Something to do. I usually skip a day between videos, but I haven't done a live stream in a while, so why not? Keith, how you doing? All is well, sir. Good. Yes. Ray, hello. SG, go Dodgers. You know, I wanted to see the Dodgers win for a long time, just because I feel like it's time for the Dodgers. I wish they could have won on a season, you know, that was 162 games with no BS attached to it, but no. Hey, that's the first of many, hopefully, for you guys. Kirk Gibson was amazing. Let's see what we got. Good afternoon from Maribel, Quebec. Yes, Jerome, how you doing, buddy? Canada in the house. There's always a good amount of Canadians here. That's a good thing. Good to see everybody here. Raptors here. Hey there, dude. Good to see you live. Hey, good to see you live. Eric, what's up? Yeah, it's like a little behind on my phone and the iPad, so I'm sorry if things are a little behind here. Travis from Wisconsin. How you doing, buddy? All is well on this end. Good to see people showing up, saying hello. Work's been busy, man, but I'm trying to get these live streams in at least once a week, have a good time with it, and why not? You know, we're off from work tomorrow for the first time in a while, so a little adult beverage while we're talking, why not, right? I should probably set it up to drink like this, right? So you could see. That's some sponsor stuff right there, boys. Okay, let's see. Lewis, what's going on, pal? From the Dominican Republic. How you doing, man? How is it down there? Nice and warm today, I hope. SG says, trying to decide on a skid plate, TRD or RCI. Okay, now I've had some TRD ones. I say go RCI, and that is for conceited reasons, because no, conceited is not the right word there. I don't even know the word to use, but I really want you to report back what you think about the RCI. And then let me know so I can tell everyone who asks me all the time about the RCI what you think, and we'll go from there. So go RCI. Let's do it different this time. Why not, right? Let's see what we got. Andrew, what's going on, buddy? My 2021 Pro finally showed up, picking it up tomorrow in Albany, New York. Very nice, buddy. I mean, I grew up not really near you, but about 2 hours south, 3 hours south, Westchester County. So good to see a fellow New Yorker here. Eric says, do you think the new Tundra will have a better payload than the older ones? Thank you. Eric, I could pretty much guarantee you the payload on the new Tundra will be better than any Tundra we've seen ever, for sure. That's one of those main things that have bothered owners or potential owners, payload, MPG, stuff like that. But payload, towing, all that, I think will be great numbers. We've heard the term for the new generation Tundra, game changer. So they're going to want to put up big numbers with that stuff. Cool shirt. I got the Toyota Retro Racing hat from Toyota Outfitters. Well, there you go, 6'7". What's going on? If anybody else likes the shirt or the hat, this stuff comes from Toyota Outfitters website. Use promo code, all capitals, one word, TundraDude, to save 25% site-wide. It has all sorts of stuff, gear, tailgating stuff, hats, clothes, bags, anything. Just go on the website. It's a good time. It's all the Toyota Racing and TRD stuff. It's their official place. Check it out. Lewis says, very nice. Good stuff. Hoop says, thoughts on a 4.6 liter and price difference options. Well, they don't make the 4.6 anymore. You know, it's just now they just have the 5.7 until next year. I heard a lot of good things about the 4.6 liter. You know, they changed from, that was the backup engine. So they changed from the 4.7 liter, 2007 to 2009, the backup engine was the 4.7 liter. And then in 2010, they went 4.6, with this is a little more modernized and more power, all that stuff, a little bit better fuel mileage, maybe about 1 mpg, maybe if you're lucky, 2 mpg better than the 4 or the 5.7. But not a bad truck. Price difference, I mean, it's going to be a used truck, so it all depends on, you know, the condition and the miles, but the price difference between if it was new, 5.7 and 4.6 is usually a couple thousand. It's not really that much difference because you could still get a lot of great options with the 4.6, like the TRD off-road package and all that. Ray says, thinking about pulling the trigger on a 2021 Cement Limited. Beautiful truck. Not sure why the Limited isn't too appealing to me. Maybe it's the chrome. I mean, you can remove the chrome. That's always a possibility out there. There's the Nightshade Edition, which is based off of a Limited, and that has a little bit less chrome on it. You might want to check out that. They don't have the cement in the Nightshade, but they have that Windchill Pearl, which is kind of like a mix between a white and a gray. Really good looking truck. Actually, on this channel right now, if you go into my community setting, you'll see I put up a post today of that Windchill Pearl Nightshade. Check it out. Eric says, Mark heard anything about a diesel on the next gen Tundra? No diesel. I wouldn't expect that. They're going, you know, smaller displacement forced induction. Wouldn't expect the diesel anytime soon or ever. Don't forget, EPA, federal regulations, they're all trying to get rid of all the, you know, emissions and everything. We're moving more toward the direction of full electric within the next few years. So diesels will, hate to say it, but be a thing of the past. Hopefully not sooner than later. By the way, I need to know real quick before I keep reading here. We got the mic on again. This is the second time. Is the sound good? Is everybody good with the sound? Please let me know. What about Bob? How you doing, man? Howdy, Mark from Texas, the great state of Texas. How are you, Bob? Good to see you. Keith says, Mark, have you ever pulled a trailer of 16-foot or better with your Tundras? The only thing I've towed with my Tundras is boats. I've never towed a trailer. I actually towed, actually that's wrong. My 09, I towed a small U-Haul trailer. It wasn't a 16-footer, though. It was a smaller one. But I've towed some pretty large boats along the years. But no box trailers or anything like that. Do they have Tundras for 25% off, Rick says? I wish. I wish I could get you guys free Tundras. If I could, I would. Hoop says, thanks. Anytime, no problem. Jeremy says, how you doing, Jeremy? Good evening. Is there going to be a V8 option like Ford and Chevy? Not sure about the V6 turbo or electric. Now, what I always say to people is this. Nothing's 100% until the next generation rolls out on stage at the auto show and we see what we get and they talk to us and tell us what we get. But strong rumors over the last couple years into the last couple months, and as we start seeing stuff kind of come together, it's looking like there won't be a V8 option at all. It'll be, these are the two majorly rumored options, a V6 twin turbo and a hybrid. That's the two things we're hearing. And that hybrid is a 6-cylinder, not a V8. So we'll see what happens. Now, what I always say to people, and I said on my last stream, and I'll ask this again for anyone who hasn't been here, the question I have for you is if the truck can do what a V8 can do, meaning if a hybrid V6 can go 0 to 60 faster, tow more, haul more, everything in the green as per what the old V8 could do, does that still push you away if you're a V8 purist? Let me know. And I'd love to hear your reasons on that too, and we could talk about that. Everybody says the sound is good. Thank you very much. Jim, what's going on? Nice shirt, Mark. Sounds good. Jim from Minnesota. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I just want, every once in a while for the next few live streams, I'm going to ask you guys about the mic just to make sure, because it doesn't tell me if the mic's on or not. I just plug it in and hope it works. And we're also doing, if you weren't at the last one, this is a new setup where we got the iPad that I always use, but I'm actually sitting back from it and using my phone to read the comments, so I don't have to keep touching the screen and moving everything. So I spent a little money, guys, for the live stream for, you know, a little bit better of a view. Then you get a view of some stuff behind me. You get all the emergency service patches. I don't know how wide the shot is for you. It's different for me. I don't know if you can see Carl over here. You get the Platinum grill off my old 2017. You get all the hats and all the crap that's on the table back here, and the cool Pepsi clock over here. So, you know, enjoy the background. All right, let's get on with this. Antonio says, was just about to mention that the sound quality is better. Hello from Victorville, California. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Thank you, Antonio. Yes, man, just trying to make it... My throat is killing me lately. Just trying to make it easier on you guys. Make your experience a little bit better each day. So, a little cheap mic going on right here. I have no voice, but I have a mic, so there you go. Try and make it happen. All right, Keith says, wondering if a sway bar would help with pulling a 25-foot camper, sways in the wind a bit. Would it help me at all? So, Keith, from what I'm told, the rear sway bar does wonders for the body roll on the Tundra. And I've heard from some people that tow that say it stabilizes it a little bit. So you might want to give it a whirl. It's a little over 200 bucks. You know, worst case scenario, it doesn't do as much as you thought it would do. Best case scenario, it's the best thing you ever bought for $200. But either way, the truck on its own without the trailer will definitely have a lot less body roll and feel more into the road. So even in the small write-up, when you go and click on the sway bar, it says that it will help with towing to stabilize the tow a little bit. So you might want to check it out. SparksParts.com, promo code TundraDude34 saves you 5% on all your TRD and Toyota parts. So you'll save a little cash there. Let me know what you think. I've had a bunch of sway bars over the years. The only thing I didn't like about the sway bar is when it was on a TRD Pro, because it was basically taking the TRD Pro suspension out of it. It was making that null and void because articulation, it wasn't there, because that is what is limited with the sway bar. It keeps the shock from expanding too much, of course. So if you don't have a TRD Pro, but you tow anyway, you might want to give it a check. Like I said, it's 200 bucks. If you hate it, you could always, you know, resell it on a Craigslist. But I think you'll like it. I've never really heard anything bad about the TRD sway bar. But let me know what you think when you get it, and do some towing with it, and we can make a video on your truck with a fan feature, whatever you want to do. Also, while I'm here, where's everybody coming from tonight? It is a little bit early, so I'm expecting more East Coast than West Coast, but where are you in the world? Thank you for being here on this random evening. Like I said, Friday night, I was just sitting down to chill, have an adult beverage, you know, maybe watch a TV show, catch up on some stuff. But I want to talk trucks with you guys. You know, that's way more fun than just sitting there watching television. Jerome says, sound is great. Everything is cool here. Doing some radio upgrades in the 2009 Yaris. Winter beater until next gen Tundra. Solid, bro. Solid. I want to see a picture of it. It'll never sound the same. No, it won't. No, it won't. It'll sound like a V6 with, you know, some exhaust tuning to it, but it is what it is. I'm going to say this name wrong, and I'm really sorry. Masikrin, will there be a patch update for a 2017 ECU? You talk about your 21 being remapped is making me jealous. Greetings from Ontario, Canada. Hello, by the way. I don't know. That's a great question. You'd probably have to contact your Toyota dealer and see if they're offering anything. I don't think so. I think the recalibration with my 2020 has more to do with no more transition or transmission cooler. They probably had to, you know, recalibrate because of that lack of transmission cooler now, and it just gave more power to the engine. And that's speculation there as well. But I think it has more to do with that than just them doing a retune. But they do offer tuners out there. You know, if you're looking to do something to your truck and nothing's offered from Toyota, DAP Tuning is a great company. There's box tuners like Bully Dog and stuff like that. Orange Virus is another tuning company out there. Stuff you may want to look into. Let me know what you end up doing with it. Million, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. How you been? You always seem to miss these things, so here you are. Good. It looks like everyone here tonight hit their notification bell, so that's a good thing, right? Would like to say no, I would not buy a new V6, but honestly, how could you not say no to better performance? It's just the way the market's going, boys. It's just the way the market's going. You know, everybody's going this direction. And there are still V8s out there, but V8s will dwindle away, unfortunately. We've been dealing with the same, you know, engines for so long that Ford did it right. I'll give Ford some credit on this one. So they came out with the EcoBoost, right? How many years ago now? 6, 7 years ago, maybe longer. EcoBoost started to show up on the F-150, but they kept the V8, all right? So it was like a slow bleed into the future while still supporting those folks that just do V8, you know, the old school mindset. And now they kind of turned it up to where there's still a V8, but there's a lot more push for that EcoBoost now, right? So Toyota's coming in, and they're not coming in a dominant part of the half-ton market, all right? So Ford F-Series, we say F-Series because it's not just the F-150, it's the F-150, 250, 350, whatever, sells 920,000 units a year, okay? That is Ford's bread and butter, the F-150. Toyota comes in near the bottom of the half-ton market, selling between 115 and 120,000 Tundras per year, all right? So you got to look at it from a business standpoint. I say this all the time. You're given, say Swears, right? Say he's given this amount of money to make that next generation Tundra. Now, he could make these V6 engines that we're talking about and then a V8, but then he loses all that money to give you guys all the stuff you always talk about. So there's a fine line with it, and that's kind of where it's going. Toyota has the money. They're, if not the biggest, one of the biggest automotive manufacturers in the world. But where they put their money is in other things. Ford's bread and butter is the F-150. Toyota's bread and butter is point A to point B cars, Corolla, Camry, Highlander, things like that. RAV4, you know, point A to point B cars, I call them. We should be happy there's a Toyota in a half-ton market. The Tundra is here. Swears is, say, given a certain amount of money and needs to make it happen, right? So he's got to stay within a budget, and I'm sure the budget is a lot less than the F-150's budget. That is a guess. This is just me guessing. But yeah, I think that's what it is. And, you know, they put their bread and butter into the future versus the let's keep everybody happy now and then blend them into the future like Ford was able to do. And, you know, I support them. At this point, I'm ready to see this next generation. Toyota does not rush stuff out. We know this. We've been Tundra fans, enthusiasts, and owners for a long time. Toyota does not come out with something brand new every year. The Tundra is the same platform it's been for a long time. I don't think it gets enough credit. I feel like they do small little updates here and there. And this goes back to the advertising video I made earlier this week or last week, whenever I made it, that no one even knows the Tundra gets these small little updates along the way because they don't advertise the Tundra much. And that's a shame. That really is a shame to me. You know, we've done a lot. So in 2018, Toyota got Toyota Safety Sense. There's a bunch of new packages out there now. The TRD Pro is something some people know about. I feel like they still could have did more with the TRD Pro with the advertising on that. In 2020, we got, you know, the new Entune system, the bigger screen. It now has push-button start. It now has the Toyota Connect app to remote start from the phone. And the app's been around a long time for a lot of other vehicles, but it's new to the Tundra. Keyless entry, stuff like that. There's things that the Tundra, you know, that they've done along the way that they just don't talk about much, and that's a shame. But again, when it comes down to budget and staying within the budget, I think Swears wanted to give you guys more of the stuff you wanted versus having to bleed off of that stuff you want a little bit to keep everybody happy with a V8 that's going away anyway. And you can tell me what you think about that. That was a long rant. But if you like that rant, make sure you hit the like button. Let's get a little sip and then we'll get back to the questions. But that's the way I'm looking at it. That's the way I think. You know, all me, all my opinion. But, you know, these companies, especially things like Toyota, once again, the Tundra is in the half-ton market. We should be happy. One other thing we should be happy about is, yeah, the Tundra has been around a while. The changes aren't as grand as other brands out there, and they sell about 115 to 120,000 a year. Other brands will say to you that the Tundra is outdated, it's a dinosaur, blah, 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 no one wants it. Yo, but the Tundra is still selling 115 to 120,000 a year without these insane major updates. So that's something to be proud of, that you're still selling that many units if you're as outdated as we say. But I don't think the Tundra is that outdated, and that's the problem. There's small little things they could have did along the way. I'm sure if they had the budget to do it. They did what they did. We're going to the next gen. We're going full force into the future. Game changer is the term, and I'm ready to see this thing. Sip, and back to questions. Ooh, a little caffeine in me tonight, boys. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Assuming a hybrid similar to Ram's, I will buy it, but with turbos, I think I want to buy an extended warranty. That's another thing I think Toyota should do. I think that would save a lot of people a headache. A massive, nice new warranty to ease people that don't want to do this small displacement forced induction thing. Give them a nice warranty, all right? That will put you at ease. Come off the 3-year, 36,000 warranty. Give them, I'm not saying Kia level, 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. Give me something right in the middle. QDR, quality, dependability, reliability. Prove it to your owners and potential owners that you stand behind your product when it comes to the quality and dependability of this brand new Tundra. That's what I would do. That's just me though. I'm just some guy who makes YouTube videos. I'm not sitting in a boardroom. All right, let's see what we got. Ramesh, how you doing, bud? What about the reliability, dependability? Oh, there we go. Are we supposed to give it up for more horsepower and more capability? No way. Well, that's what I'm trying to get at, bud. And that's what I'm trying to say, is this wasn't a rushed vehicle. They've been working this next gen for years. So they're working out all the bugs. They're figuring out what they got to do. QDR, I'm telling you, I talk to a lot of big Toyota people, from the guy who sweeps the floor to the CEO of the company to Japan, all right? Listen, they Eat, sleep, breathe QDR. They have so much pride in their product. It's a good thing. And I've seen this firsthand. I'm telling you, I've seen this firsthand. These people who work on these cars, no matter what they do, care about what you drive every day. And I'm talking the regular $15 an hour guy who's on the line putting on door handles. They care about their product hardcore. It's that QDR, oh, someone's here. That QDR, that doorbell's right there, and that's gonna make me deaf. The QDR is how they live their life from the top to the bottom. So if anyone's gonna come out with these new small displacement forced induction engines, and I'm gonna feel confident in it, Toyota all day long. Let's see. Hector, what's going on, buddy? Says, sound is great. So you even got the mic going, bro. I'm trying to help people out. I'm trying to help people like the way it sounds. So much better to be talking trucks than elections. Yeah, for real, right? That's all that's on TV right now, Eric. I think the rear sway bar is worth it. I've had one for about 2 years, says Jim. Yeah, sway bar is great. Great. Nice, easy install. You don't got to take it to anyone if you don't want to. Takes about 20 minutes. Million says, I'm in Flagstaff as heading east now. Okay, cool. Well, have a safe journey, of course. Jeremiah says, here from Northern California. Gorgeous Northern California. Jeremiah, how you doing, bud? Raptors up in Vermont. Bob's in Ohio. I tow a travel trailer with a TRD sway bar added, and I like it. Says, what about Bob? Thank you, Bob. We appreciate you. Million says, crappy internet service in Arizona. Okay. Steve, what's going on, buddy? Hey, first time chatting. Been watching your channel here from Canada. Welcome aboard, sir. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, myself or anybody on this channel right here in the live stream would be happy to help you with it, sir. Cement, what's going on, Derek? What's good, my guy? How's the family? Hopefully everyone's staying safe and COVID-free. All's well right now, my friend. All is well. We're living the dream, you know? The American dream. That's what we're doing. And I get to sit here in my basement talking trucks with you guys, which is always fun. Something I very much look forward to. So very happy to be here with you, sir, Derek. I hope you're well as well. Well as well. That sounds good. Gonna try to get me a Highlander. I love the Highlander. I like the redesign they did to the Highlander. I like the body lines they've done to it. They've stiffened it up a little bit as far as instead of the rolling curves on all the fenders, you kind of get the hard line curves, a little masculined it up a little bit. I like the look of it. Steve says, on my second Ram, want a Tundra, but gas MPG must be way better. I'm ready to buy if MPG gets better, hopefully 2022. So the next generation, and again, I have to always do the disclaimer of it's all rumors until it comes out on that stage at the auto show, but the rumors are we're looking at some decent MPG. One of the number one things they're tackling is MPG. I would safely say probably low 20s you would see for MPG. Maybe like, if you did the range, maybe like high teens, low 20s, something like that. Hybrid engine will definitely get you some love with that. Cliff, how you doing, buddy? What's up? TD, long time no see. It has been a long time, buddy. I haven't heard any Tampa Bay crap in a while. Welcome back. All right, question, if I use Borla can you use Borla with stock pipe? Okay, so if you get the Borla, it depends what Borla you get. If you get the Borla muffler system, I'm sure you could weld on that stock pipe, but a lot of the Borla systems come with tailpipes, so it might save you a little headache there. Hey TD, have you dusted off your guitar? I've actually been playing more lately than usual. I probably take it out now maybe once, twice a week and just jam for a half hour. Nothing crazy. Trying to get back into it because for a while it was sitting there and I missed it. But ended up buying new strings, got to put them on. Are they around me? I bought new strings, bought a new tuner, you know, stuff like that. I've missed it. I used to play guitar pretty much 8 hours a day, 7 days a week religiously. And then real life happened, you know? All right, Keith says, thanks, Mark, for the info on the sway bar. We'll definitely get one for my 2017 SR5 and let you know what happens. Please do. Won't be until the spring. Good to see you in the live stream. Stay safe. Dinner is ready. Whoa. Now, I know this was a while ago because, yeah, I'm way behind. If you're still here, Keith, what are you eating, bro? That's the rule of the live stream. If you have to get off to eat, I need to know what you're eating. And I don't know what I'm eating tonight yet, so I'm going to have to figure that out after this. Jose, what's going on, buddy? I wish I knew more about the TRD Pro before I purchased my limited Tundra. I mean, Listen, the Limited's awesome. The Limited, you got to remember this, the TRD Pro nowadays is pretty much based off the Limited when it comes to, interior features and tech. So you're not missing much. The only thing is you're missing a lot of the body color stuff on the exterior. You're missing the suspension and the dual exhaust if you don't have that yet. But you can easily go purchase this stuff. SparksParts.com, TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. Just saying. It's not cheap though, but you can build a Pro. I've done it. My 2017 Platinum, we turned into a Pro. That was kind of the point of the truck. Platinum Pro project. And then we supercharged it. Rick says makes sense. Okay. Highlander Hybrid because of Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. There you go. Jose says, I love my Tundra. I hope so. Million says, the Tundra is one amazing truck. I definitely enjoy it. I enjoy it. Lance 210, what's going on, buddy? The Ram Eco Diesel is horrible engine. Hopefully Toyota's engine isn't bad. Like I said, I put all my faith into the Toyota engineers to put out the best possible product they can. Again, that's how they live their life. It's pretty awesome. Too many friends with EcoBoost problems. I agree with your description of Tundra's place in the market. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, and that's the way it is. I'm just happy they're coming out with a next gen to this level, a ground-up remodel when they hold such a small place in the half-ton market. Toyota believes in the Tundra. Japan doesn't understand the half-ton market like Americans do. In the way of, in Japan, there are no half-ton trucks. There's, if anything, small little tiny pickups. They don't understand our love for these massive trucks. America, baby, America. But, that's why we have the Tundra is engineered here in the USA, built here in the USA. Toyota sends the money from Japan and puts our faith in Toyota USA, and then we do it. John Doe, what's going on, bud? My new Tundra is a 2020. Congratulations. What do you think? What do you think about the power of the 5.7 liter V8? I'd love to know. Million says, if it's as reliable as they claim, it should be 15-year, 300,000 miles. That's big. The parts guy's got to make some money, right? Dale, what's going on? I added 4 pounds of air to each tire on my TRD Pro and gained 1 mile more of gas mileage. I've done the same, my friend. What are you at as far as PSI right now? I'd love to know. Riley, what's going on? I personally think the generator in the new F-150 is a great idea. I agree with that. Do you think Toyota could implement something like that sometime in the future? I think you're going to see more or less, they're going to focus on the things that matter to the consumer right now, okay? So the F-150 is already bought by a ton of people. So they can do those little things like, oh, we've added generator or whatever they've added, seats that go all the way back, all that stuff. Those are the little things here and there to try to perfect a product that already sells a ton of units. I think Toyota needs to focus more on the big things, MPG, towing capacity, payload, some technology in the truck, the things that really matter and may draw some people away from the big three into a Toyota Tundra. Once we get there, a few years into the next generation, I think you could start doing those little gimmicky things. And that's just the way I feel. I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right, I'm lost now. Oh, my new Tundra is a 2020 5.7 liter. My next Tundra is a 2021 5.7 liter. Oh, okay. Buying a truck every year. I'm jealous. Million says sound is way better. Yeah, we're doing the mic now, so that's good stuff. Jose said that's what I like about Toyota. They take their time to push a new product, not like other brands that push trucks out like pellets, not caring about quality. Okay, I agree with you there. Lance says trucks are stupid expensive right now. Market for V8 is way up. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So one of the questions somebody asked the other day in a, I don't know if it was a live stream or in a chat or something. I can't remember what I was in. But they said, do you think the 2021s will be, a hot commodity once the next gen comes out because the V8's going away? And I think the answer is a yes. I don't think it'll be massive, but you can't even get Tundras right now in half the country because the supply and demand is so insane. There's like 2 per lot and they sell right away. So I think when the V8, if the V8 disappears, it's going to be one of those things people buy up. Eugene, what's going on? I'm trying to decide on getting a double cab SR5 or Crew Max for towing a camper, 4,500 pounds, and off and on daily driving. I have 1 child, 11 years old. Any recommendations? Eugene, I suggest, and this is just me, I'm just trying to save you a little cashola. If you only have 1 kid, first off, the double cab is more than capable of doing the job of the back seat. It's not a small back seat. It's just not as big as the Crew Max. I suggest you save a little cash, get the double cab. I think the double cab tow rating is slightly higher than the Crew Max anyway. And then you'll end up saving a little money. You get the bigger bed for, you know, more important stuff. And I mean, you're only towing, what, a 4,500 pound, did you say? 4,500 pound camper. So you could go Crew Max or double cab. But at this point, save a little cash. Get a double cab. Your kid will be fine in the back. When you go to the dealership, check out both cabs and you'll see what I mean. I had 4 double cabs, all right? They were fine when people were in the back seat. No one ever complained about it. The Crew Max is massive. If I had people in the back seat all day long, all the time, grown adults, that'd be one thing. But if you just have you and your 11-year-old kid or whatever, I think you'll be okay. So, I don't know, save a little cashola. Check them out, though. Bring your child with you to the dealership. Have them get in the back seat of both. Ramesh says, so figured out the hard way that my pre-runner Tacoma can't handle Wisconsin snow. So disappointing. I used to have a pre-runner Tacoma, and it was terrible in snow. So I feel you more than you understand when it comes to the pre-runner. Totally, bro. Let's see. Rick says, turbos have been used for decades now and are pretty well perfected. Sure, it's another component that could fail, but seriously, how many turbo issues have you heard of? Ford's been selling millions. Exactly. So I'm ready to sit back and wait. You know, that's just the way it is. We'll see what happens. Cliff says, what about the Tampa Bay Lightning? Playoffs worst to Cup winners? Yeah, I love the bubble. I like the bubble too, and it was a good series for us as well. I'm happy we went where we went. Jim says, truck prices are nuts. Yeah, truck prices are insane, and they're just going to get more insane. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. What's the new Hummer? The new Hummer is over $100,000, so that's pretty nuts too. Million says, if they do naturally aspirated V6 with the electric motors on the hybrid, when it's been out a while and I'm done with the Highlander hybrid, then I'll probably get a Tundra maybe around 2027. Yeah, who knows what they'll do. I think it's going to be, and this is, again, all speculation. That word I should have tattooed on my forehead at this point because we've been waiting so long and talking about it for so long. I think it's going to be a V6 twin-turbo hybrid, but I don't know. We shall see. Cliff says, that's funny, I was typing about the Lightning when you were talking about the Tampa Bay Lightning. I was ready. I was ready, Cliff. I'm always ready, bud. Million says, will they do a TRD Pro in the hybrid Tundra? I'm going to say yes. Excuse me. Mark, Corsa or Borla exhaust, which is your preference? If it's me, I'm going Borla, but that's me. I think the Corsa, it all depends on the sound you want, and the Corsas that I've heard are quite loud. I'm sure there's, you know, quieter ones out there, but the Borla growl is pretty awesome. I'm a fan of it. Never owned a Borla, though. Almost bought one back in my 09. Ended up going Flowmaster 40 single shots with 3-inch custom tubing all the way out the back of the truck. I listed in the promo codes above earlier and where to follow you on social media. Rock and roll. Million Miler says, America. Heck yes, absolutely. America all day. Cool, thanks. I did get the off-road package. Rock and roll. There you go. Off-road, baby. Keith says, nachos. Go get them, kid. Enjoy those nachos. Now I want nachos. Will the next-gen Tundra get Safety Sense 2.5 like the Highlander Hybrid? I'm hoping it gets something completely different and new, but I think at least it will get the most current Toyota Safety Sense. You got to remember, they're different on the Toyota Safety Sense as per what the vehicle can do. So, for instance, in the Highlander, lane assist will pull you back into the lane on the Highlander. On the Tundra, it'll just beep. Remember that. Kumar says, hi Kumar, do you think the next generation, or excuse me, the next Tundra will have the pano sunroof like the Venza? I think you'll see a pano, and it's a total guess, but I don't know. I think it's time for a pano roof for sure. There's a new shipment at, hi John, at DEL Toyota in Thorndale, PA. All right, what are we looking at? At least 10 or more Tundras. Okay, rock and roll, finally. It's called Campfire Nachos on the Charcoal Barbecue. Keith, TundraDude34, gmail.com. Send me exactly what to do with that, buddy. I'm doing that. The dealers are making record profits because of, yeah, COVID supply. Yep, I agree. I agree. Megan says, Sasquatch drives a 4x4 Tundra in Mississippi, God's country. Well, that's awesome. Sasquatch is a smart man. I mean, if the abominable snowman trusts the Tundra for reliability and durability, you should too. Million says, great place to buy. Ask for Steve Welsh at Beeman Toyota in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. There you go. Shout out Steven there from the Million. Mike, what's going on? With the shortage of new Tundras across the country, why doesn't Toyota up the production. Are they already at maximum output at TMMTX? They are at maximum output. You got to remember that they were closed for 2 or so months, right? I don't know. I'm sure they didn't start this yet, but soon they will be retooling the factory to handle the new Tundra. There's a lot of things in the way right now. And with the COVID safety guidelines you have to do, there has to be separation, less people around. They have to clean stuff every once in a while. So everything's just a little bit slower as per the guidelines of what you have to deal with COVID. So I'm sure that slows things down too. But they're trying as hard as they can to push out as many as they can. Double cab is plenty of room, says Mike West. I agree. Eugene says, cool, thanks. Nathan, what's going on, buddy? Antonio says, have you decided what color Tundra you're getting, and is it going to be a TRD Pro if available? I don't know what I'm doing with the next generation. I want to see what's out there. I'm a big fan of magnetic gray. That is my favorite color on the Tundra. But that new wind chill pearl has got me. So I don't know what I'm going to do. As Eric Hartman from South Park says, sweet. I agree. Eric Hartman, amazing character. Patrick, what's going on? I came from an 03 Tundra T3. Nice. That's sweet. Yo, send me a picture of that if you have one, because that was the Terminator edition one, right? Extended cab and ended up getting a 2020 Tundra Platinum Crew Max. Took my 11-year-old son with me and loved the back seat room. Boom. Well done, buddy. So I got to know about that T3 though, and you really got to send me pictures. We got to do a fan feature on your truck there, Pat. Got to do it. Flowmaster 40 sound good. Very loud, I will tell you that. Jose says, I love double cab. It's plenty of room. Yes, same here for nachos. Got to love the nachos, boys. All right, well, since we're talking nachos, what do you put on your nachos? I meant the glazed one that can block out light. Sorry, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll just take a pano sunroof. What are the sunroofs, moonroofs made of in the Tundra? If glass, is it safe from hailstorms? I mean, it's glass, and I haven't heard any. I mean, hailstorms take out windshield anyway and side windows, so I don't know. That's a good question. John says, I still love the Voodoo Blue. Dude, you got to buy one, bro. Jose says, I'm a 49ers fan, so I know nothing but pain now. I'm a Giants fan, pal. I know nothing of pain. Cliff says, if they do a TRD Pro in the next generation, do you think they will have a rear locker and maybe crawl control? I think crawl control, rear locker, I don't see happening. But that's just me. I love Wind Chill Pearl. Me too. I did see a Darrell Waltrip edition on Auto Trader. You got to get me that listing. John, email me, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Even if you don't find me the listing, just write what you just wrote so I can go look for it, because I really want to find one of them. Kumar's a Cowboys fan, RIP. Well, the thing is we're all, in the NFC East, we're all still in it. We all suck and we're all still in it. John says, I will. So I'm now caught up. Woo, you guys are firing them off tonight. So here we are. All right. Kumar says, how many speakers will the JBL speaker system should have in the next Tundra? I hope at least as many as they do now. I feel like my JBL system sounds better in my 2020 than my 2017. So what is it now? 12, I think? I hope for that at least. Million says beans, cheese, chips, and ranch. Ooh, ranch. Ooh, that's different. I'll have to try that. Ruben, what's going on, buddy? 12, yeah. Okay, yeah, you want 15 plus. You want that super sound system then. All right, well, let's hope for it. We'll get something like that. Maybe. Why not? I got a question for you that has to do with my videos. I need you guys to make a call for me right now. So, excuse me. Normally when I do my videos, it's on the wall behind me. And it is a gray wall. You guys, if you've watched my videos, and it has the banner going down the side. Now, the reason I do the videos on that wall versus this wall is because, as you know, in my videos, I have pop-up things that usually come up here or come up here. So with the blank wall in the back, it's easier for you guys to see the detail of the picture. Do you want that wall to continue, or would you rather a background similar to this? I'm going to need to know, so let me know. There'll still be pop-up pictures. I just got to find a spot to where the pop-up picture won't be so screwed up by all the stuff going on in the background. So let me know in the comments below, and we'll go from there. Wyamea, how you doing, buddy? If the hybrid tech gets put in, wouldn't it put a lot of stress on the V6 with the extra weight? At the end of the day, it's a V6 pulling a heavy pickup. We shall see. We shall see. I mean, Toyota's been working on this a long time, so there'll be a lot of questions answered sooner than later. Kumar says, B&O in the new F-150 is 18. Okay, well, let's do it. Then we got to at least have that, right? We got to match it. I'm glad I got my 2020 double cab Tundra Limited in Barcelona Red for 41 grand. Gotta love Barcelona Red. Mackie says, I considered buying a Tundra, but I ended up with a 4Runner Off-Road Premium. Just got last week. Well, Mackie, I own a off-road premium 4Runner as well. My wife drives it. I love it, and you're going to love it too. I'm sure of it. And I see your Mackie C8. I saw one of the mid-engine Corvettes today when I was coming home. They look great and sound great in person, just saying. Andrew says, if you want to kick the JBL system auto up a notch, check out the kit that OEM Audio Plus has for the Tundra. Will do. All right, Donald says, I didn't want to wait for the 2022. I ordered my new 2020 Tundra TRD Pro in Mag Gray, replacing my 2015 Tundra. The 5.7 V8 is pretty quick. $3,000 under MSRP. Deals are out there. Don from Oregon. Big win. Don, you said it here. Go into it a little bit more. You agree with me then that from your 2015 to your 2020, your 5.7 feels faster, right? Another one in the book. Cliff says, TD, it was great catching up with you. Have a great weekend. Cliff, be well, buddy. Enjoy your celebration. Go get him Tom Brady, I guess, huh? Tori, what's up, buddy? How are you? I like the busyness of your back wall. Keep it. Okay, so this will be the new background then. And I'll just figure it out. I'll just put, I might take those away down here, and that's kind of where the picture will go. We'll figure it out. I kind of like the busyness too. The other one was too blank. There's a lot going on behind me. I mean, we support all emergency services and military, so I want to rep that. That's just cool for the channel. That's a neon, like the old beer neons there, TundraDude34, that's blocked by Toyota stuff. Eric Jones helmet. You know, it's a good background. Don says, yes, definitely. Good. Thank you, buddy. Kumar says, I'm in Texas, and the Tundra SR5 with the TSS off-road series is so popular. Yeah, TSS is a Southeast Toyota exclusive, and it is very popular down there, as is the XSPX. Those are the two that are down in that Southeast Toyota region. T. Clark likes the busy wall. We're going busy wall then, guys. We're doing it. Just two of you said it, and that's all that matters. Jamie, what's going on? Got my 2021 Tundra TRD Pro Lunar Gray. You must be pumped. I really like the Lunar Gray. I never saw it in person yet. My local dealer has one on their screen. It's not at the dealership yet, but it's en route. And in the minute that thing hits the lot, I'm doing a video on it, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about Lunar Gray in person. But the pictures, they look better and better every time I see them. I will send pic. Please do. Please do. Kumar says, do you think the Tundra will, or with the double cab, looks weird? I don't. I think it has better angles than others, but I don't think it necessarily looks weird. That's just me. You know what I like about this camera angle too? Sitting back off the screen a little bit. I feel like I look jacked. I feel like I look like, you know, muscular. We're going to keep doing this, bro. See, traps, bro. Look at right here, bro. See? Oh, I'm sweating. Don't do that again. All right, back to it. Million says, supporter of our veterans. No wonder I love you so much in the quality of your videos. Thank you. My father is a Vietnam veteran out of the United States Army and a retired sergeant from the police department. I've only seen that color on a RAV4. It looks good, man. Kumar says, also, it's kind of weird how a 2007 Limited has memory seats, but the 2021 doesn't. There's a reason for that, Kumar. So in 2007, the Limited was the top trim of the Tundra. Now it's the Platinum in 1794, the top luxury trims. They have memory seats. God, I want a 1794. Let's see. Alvin LOL, thank you, buddy. Appreciate your laughs. I mean, I'll work on it, though. I'll work on it. We'll get them bigger, bub. We'll get them bigger. Back to the gym. Any updates on the trans cooler issue, says Ben. Well, what do you mean? What's the issue? Because per se, there's no issue. They took it off of the window sticker, which was the big issue. And obviously, it's not in the truck anymore, but Toyota says that with all the testing they've done, without the trans cooler, they're still within their range of where they want to be as far as temperature. And that's what they say. And that's all we could really go on, right? Can't really say much that we don't know. We don't know if that's the real reason or not. They say it, so we got to go with it. Lunar Rock looks sweet, but gotta love cement on the Tundra. I really can't wait to see that Lunar Rock in person. I love seeing the new colors. For me, with all of these special TRD Pro colors, I always feel a certain way about the color on you know, whatever the TRD Pro Color of the year is. When I see the picture, I'm like, meh. And then when I see it in person, it always turns out to be something I really like. For instance, Army Green. When I first saw Army Green, I was a little disappointed at how dark it was. And then when I saw it in person and saw that depending on the light you get on it, it actually looks good. And then I bought one. All right, let's see. Go back. All right, Boss Man says, Toyota just gave us $51,500 for our 2020 Tundra TRD Pro. That's great. The value went up $7K since 4 months ago. Dude. Wait, if Toyota just gave you $51,500, what'd you get, bud? Neo says, God bless him for his service. Thank you, pal. I will definitely tell him, and I appreciate you saying that. He has something up there. I think his is right there. It's a Vietnam veteran patch. I think that's him. Buddy, can't even say what you said, but you're right. Tori says, by the way, where did you get that shirt? Okay, the hat. I'm wearing all this different stuff for you tonight. The hat, TRD, fitted, bro. And the shirt is from Toyota Outfitters. All right? Go to the Toyota Outfitters website for all your Toyota, TRD, Toyota racing gear, official stuff. Tundra Dude, one word, all capitals, saves you 25% site-wide. Go check it out. Let's see, Jose asked that as well. That's where I get all my stuff from, all my TRD, all the polos, everything from there. And if you go under me, you'll see the Teespring. If you want TundraDude34 gear, that's where you go for all your TRD, not TRD, TundraDude34 stuff. You'll see under this video right now, there's probably pictures of a few shirts or mugs or something. Excuse me. Next time you see him, tell him I said thanks for his service. Will do. Thank you very much for saying that. John says TFL did a towing test on Ike Gauntlet and no problem with cooling. I think one of the problems that people had with that, which you knew there'd be some problem someone would have with it, is that it wasn't in the middle of summer. So they'll test it again in the middle of summer, of course, but we shall see. Again, I trust in Toyota engineering and the engineer team and all that, so that's the way I look at it. If it was something that was going to severely damage equipment, I don't think they would take it off the truck. So I'm going with their studies of it was unnecessary to have it on there anymore. And now look, with the recalibration, how peppy that engine is. Kumar says, I found one that looks so awesome. I was told by my parents I was getting a new car because I was driving my mom's 2006 Lexus LX 470. They were open to suggestions, and I, of course, wanted a truck. Yeah, dude, the truck is the best thing to own because it's, you know, even if you don't use it all the time for stuff, it's always good to have it if you need it, you know? Get you a 1794. If I could afford one for you, I'd buy you one. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to hold off until the next generation now and just kind of wait and see what they come out with. Rumor has it there won't be a 1794, so I might have missed out on that one, unfortunately. But we had some fun. I had a few 1794 press vehicles, so I was able to enjoy. I had 3 of them, actually. We saw a Tundra, and we almost got one. But March came, and we had to quarantine. There was no reason for a new car. That's when I bought my Pro right before the quarantine stuff happened. But I bought my wife's 4Runner during the beginning of it and got the craziest deal ever. Million says, Jose, go to Toyota Outfitters and use code TundraDude, 25% off site-wide. They have TRD gear also. They have everything. Ben says, okay, thanks. 240 degrees while towing a 4,500-pound boat seems a little hot to me, though. Again, we'll just have to wait for them to come out on another statement on it. I feel where you're coming from, especially if you're someone who tows. I get you. But that's what their statement is right now, and we got to go with what they give us. But I get you, Ben. Anything I know, I'll make a video on, of course. Bossman says, my wife was driving it and needed better MPGs. Got a Corolla hatch XSE. Great little car. Can't believe how high the trade value was. All right, Bossman, I got to tell you right now. Last year around this time, I had a Corolla XSE hatchback press vehicle in the manual transmission. One of the funnest manuals I've ever driven in my life. It was just, it had like the big old school stick. It wasn't like a short throw or nothing. It was just a lot of fun to drive, man. I do miss it. Okay, I got lost here. Cool, thanks million from Jose. Miss Secrin, again, I'm saying that wrong. Matt LOL, I kept my 2010 Taco double cab sport I use for hunting and camping. Room in my 17 Tundra double cab is plenty, and I love the utility of the 6.5-foot box. Back wall is good. I'll mail you another patch. Yeah, dude. Guys, if you're part of any emergency service or military and you want to see yourself up on there, all you got to do, contact me, TundraDude34 at gmail.com, and I'll tell you how to send me a patch. I actually have some that aren't even up there yet. I got to get another one of those. So I appreciate you guys sending in all your stuff. Just an update, Mark, on my 2017 SR5, 105,633 miles. Only thing I've had to do is brakes and tires. Awesome. Awesome. Keep me updated on that, because that's a good one. That's a lot of mileage for a 2017. A lot of traveling. I like it. Million says, bless you, bless you. John says, hope they don't make a 2020 edition, LOL. Let's see. Could get a used 1794. This is true. Million says, as Flossie Carter says, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on that one. Kumar says, do you think the next gen or the next Tundra will have some tailgate step assist? Maybe. Could be, could be. Tori says, oh no, no pumpkin leather, Mark. That's too bad. Just kidding, buddy. I know how much you love it. I can't get enough of that interior on the 1794. I don't care what any of you say. I love it. I guess it's kind of a love or hate. There really is no middle ground. Got the thumbs up in the muscle from Ben all day, baby. Yeah, I swear, Ben, the minute I know anything, you will. My dealership has a 2021 Lunar Rock TRD Pro I wanted to see in person, but it sold quick. Actually, 3 TRD Pros were gone, of course. Million says, for sure, Jose. Glad to be of service. Rock and roll. Jakomovich says, traded my... Hi, Jakomovich. How you doing, buddy? Traded my 2019 oil-burning F-150 5.0 for a 2020 Tundra. The trade-in was exactly what I paid for the F-150. Thanks, COVID, for the shortage of trucks to get the crazy trade-in. All right, Jack, I need you to do me a favor, buddy. Hit me up, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. We got to talk about that F-150 real quick. So if you can email me so I don't forget, do so. And just make sure you tell me your screen name on here and that you have the 5-liter F-150. Thank you, buddy. M. Linden says, hey, Mark, what colors do you like better, cement or lunar rock? From pictures, I've seen cement in person, but from pictures with lunar rock and cement, I'm going to lean lunar rock right now. I'm leaning that way, but I want to see it in person. I'd go cement, don't like the green as much. Tori says 1794 pumpkin spice Tundra. And I love pumpkin spice, man. There's a pumpkin spice candle right over there right now. Here's a little thing, it has nothing to do with Tundras, but just something about me here. A little personal thing for you guys to make fun of me about. I'm obsessed with candles, like scented candles. When the wife and I go to like Kohl's or something, we spend a lot of money on candles. It's one of my things. I like my house to smell nice, you know? Cement for sure. Okay, everyone's loving the cement. VN, what's up? What do you think of painting the exhaust with Rust-Oleum for those who live in the Rust Belt? Okay, so it's usually a little rusty up here, you know, as far as with salt on the road and everything with winter in New Jersey. I did Rust-Oleum high heat paint, and I didn't have a problem with it, so give it a whirl. Every once in a while you can get under there and, you know, touch up, but, you know, it didn't seem to be affected at all. I went through an entire winter season with it and no big deal. But let me know how it turns out for you. Lennon's giving me big thumbs down, cement all the way. We got Team Cement in the house. Best color, hands down. I got to check out this Lunar Rock before, though. I got to check it out before I make the call on it. Tori says, hate to admit it, but I'm with you on the candles. See? Listen, there's nothing. I'm one of those people that takes 2 to 3 showers a day, always smelling good. That's my rule, right? And I feel the same way about my house. Big on smell. Mark, that truck must have sold. I cannot find it now on Auto Trader. No, that would be bad. Seen both. Okay, well, we'll find it. We'll find it, bro. Seen both Lunar Rock and cement in person. I'd go cement. All right. Kumar says, what's the best Toyota you have ever owned? I'm driving an 09 Camry hybrid with 69,000 miles till this thing goes away. Maybe if I wait long enough, the next gen could be my daily driver. That's a tough question, Kumar. I've owned quite a few Toyotas. I want to give a shout out to my 2002 Tacoma Pre-Runner, TRD off-road. It was 2-wheel drive and it sucked in the snow, but man, it was just so good to have a Tacoma. I love that thing. And I think my other favorite one is the one I'm driving right now, the 2020. With that recalibration of the 5.7-liter engine, it's just a different truck than the other Tundras I've driven. It's fun to drive like never before. I really like this one. And the color and everything. This is a lot of fun. It's going to be very tough to get rid of that. Team Cement. Oh, we got more cement. Okay, real quick, everyone, time out. Stop. because now we have to do this right now. Lennon's giving me crap. All right, pick right now. Lunar Rock or cement, go. We need to know. We need to know. I'm definitely Team Army Green. Yes, Army Green all day, baby. Yep. Jim says, when I've shopped, double cab is $3,500 less than a Crew Max. Recently, my dealer had 2 used limited Crew Max, 36 and 44,000 miles, only 2,500 less than a 21. I'll buy new. Yeah, buying new seems to be the smart move now. Bob says Mag Gray. Lennon says cement. Bob came in with the Mag Gray there. I love it. Eugene is cement. Tori says, had a Celica with 338,000 miles. When I sold it, wouldn't die. Nice. George, what's going on? And George, welcome aboard, and you are the cement guy. Here we go. Jose says, I used to be a car guy, so this was my first truck purchase. I was leaning towards Ram or Chevy, but glad I bought the Tundra. Plus, I love candles, especially during the holidays. Oh, yes. Pumpkin spice in the fall, and then you start getting the holiday ones in there. John says, I still might get a first-gen Tundra someday. I think it's a good size. It will be a truck for housework, be a third vehicle. Okay, who knows? I do like the second gen, too. All right. Jim says cement. Voodoo is your fave, though. Okay. Million is cement. Tori's Lunar Rock, but quicksand is still best. Quicksand. We talk about this all the time, but I always have to say it. I passed on a 2016 Trd Pro cement. Still hate myself for it. My favorite color, one of my favorite colors is quicksand, we'll say. 619, what's going on, Mark? When you talk about the fine-tuning of your new Tundra versus the old models, what do you mean? Everything about it. I'm going to put it in this way, 619, for you. I'm going to put it in a very layman's terms way because it's very hard to explain until you've driven one. You've driven Tundras before. You know how the 5.7 is, how it shifts and everything. Now think if that Tundra had like 3 really strong cappuccinos, okay? That's what it feels like. The shifting feels better. The engine feels peppier. It doesn't feel sluggish in any way, shape, or form. It's a pleasure to drive on the highway. And for instance, I'm always going up into the Pocono Mountains from where I live, right? So it's all uphill. And the truck was never bad at it, but it would really have to low gear to get up those hills. It's just not like that anymore. It's just night and day different. And I thought it was just me, but I put it out to you guys. And a lot of you guys that are coming from older Tundras, 15, 16, 17, stuff like that, into the 19s and 20s and 21s, all of you agree that the 5.7 is a different animal now. So there you go, bud. If you have any questions, let me know. Go down to your local dealer and test drive one. I'm telling you, man, it'll be worth it. Jose, Lunar Rock, my man. Antonio, Lunar Rock, my man. I appreciate you. Been trying to get a used 2002 to 5 Celica GTS with that action package. Hard to get one in decent condition these days. Yep. It's a shame because they were awesome at that point. Almost home, got to go take care, Mark. Tori, be safe. Enjoy Utah, buddy. I wonder if Toyota's good retune the older Tundras will be like the newer ones. I don't know. I think it has more to do with that trans cooler not being there now. Team Lunar Rock, I prefer Barcelona Red. Okay, good. Sorry, could. VN says, if you were brand new to the Tundra scene, would you get the outgoing V8 or the next-gen twin-turbo V6 and why? What a great question. What a great question. I guess it would depend on what I'm going to use the truck for and what my mindset is. I think the biggest thing holding people up right now is we've had V8 forever. So they're afraid to go to the, what's coming next. The small displacement forced induction. If it was me, I'm going with the next gen because if I'm new to the truck scene and new to the Tundra scene, I would still do my research and know that this platform has been around a long time. And a lot of people say it's time for an update and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going next gen just to get basically new everything. Top to bottom, brand new. Start fresh with what's coming out now and go from there. That's what I would do. Great question. VN. Very good. 619 will do. I own a 2017. Yes. So my 2017, which I ended up supercharging and everything, the supercharge obviously aspect of it was a lot faster, but this is a lot smoother and linear with the power delivery in the 2020. And it's a pleasure to drive. I'm going to miss it when it goes, when the next gen comes. It's funny, after all these Tundras, this one, the Gap truck from the 17 to the next gen is my favorite one. I knew that was going to happen. You think the new engines, oh, okay, hold on. You think with the new engines, those Magnus and superchargers will drop in price? Probably not. And if so, maybe just a little. don't forget, I want to say this, I got to do a quick plug, and it's to help you. If you're interested in a Magnuson supercharger, they sell that at Sparks Parts, where I have the TundraDude34 promo code that saves you 5%. That'll save you $600-700. So if you're in the market, check it out. What else is the Tundra sold globally? No gray market. So it's sold in U.S., Canada, and Middle East, I think, are the places it's truly sold. I think that's it. I don't think it's in Mexico. I'd have to look. There's a bunch in the Middle East, though. In Dubai and stuff, UAE, they still have regular cab Tundras there as well, like regular cab short bed Tundras, which all the boys out there put giant superchargers on and jump the sand dunes and stuff. It's great video. It's great stuff. There's good dudes out there. Tony says, hi Tony, how you doing, bud? I have a 2020 double cab magnetic gray. Wife has a RAV4 Trail Lunar Rock. I love the Lunar Rock. Me too, man. Me too. Based on your experience buying Tundras and the fact that the next generation would be out this time next year, when would be the best time, best deals to purchase a 2020, 2021? I think, okay, so if they reveal it in February, a lot of people are waiting for the reveal to see if they should buy a current gen or the next gen. They want to see what's coming before they make the call. So I think right after that call is made, you will see an influx of V8 purchases. But Toyota is going to want to get them off the lots as quickly as possible. So my guess is the same thing as every year. You probably between June and August would be your best bet. But I would just watch the incentives because you never know. Wait a year till after the next gen comes out. Seems like Toyota always comes out with different editions after the first year after a new model comes out. That is true. I'm not waiting because of the channel. Worst case scenario, I could always get another one down the road. Jim says, is your 20 update feel similar to older ones hitting the tow button? I think Toyota Safety Sense should include blind spot monitors. I agree with you on the blind spot. My thing with the tow haul mode, when you're not towing anything and you're just hitting it to feel what the truck will do, it's very jumpy. It's just, it feels very jumpy to me. This is more of just a linear, even power delivery with just the ebb and flow of the engine now and the transmission. It's like it's meant to be. I actually say all the time, like, yeah, the 6-speed they say is outdated and everything, but I don't want to change that combo. I like the 6-speed and the 5.7 in its current setup now with that calibration. So it is different. It's not really like the tow haul to me. Point Break 82, how you doing? Point Break, I used to surf a lot, bud. Love the channel, dude. Almost bought a 21 1794 last week. Loved it. My buddy works for Toyota. So I'm going to try and get the family and friends deal. Yep, thanks for all you do for us on reviews. Point, happy to help. And I got to tell you right now, bud, 1794 is my favorite trim of all of them. So if you get it, I'm going to be a little jealous. And because your name's Point Break, it means you surf. And I'm a little jealous of that too, because I miss it and I should get back into it. Where did you get the channel name? Okay. Tundra Dude was, I used to off-road with my 09 Tundra. I live in New Jersey, let me put it to you this way, and there's a lot of EPA law that doesn't really allow off-roading in a lot of spots anymore, but where I used to go, there would always be a lot of Jeeps and stuff out there, and they would always be like, oh, the Tundra Dude guy is coming. So they would call me the Tundra Dude, as in dude with the Tundra. So I kept that, and I put the 34 on the end because I was a hockey goalie my whole life, and my number was 34. John Van Beesbrook, baby. And that's where the name comes from. Heated steering wheel would be nice too. I don't know. Okay, I'll go with the heated steering wheel. I was also always one of those people that never really understood the heated or cooled seats, but I use the heated seats like every day. So, okay, if you want to do the heated steering wheel, we can try. We'll see what happens. Point Break says, hell yeah, on the surfing. Absolutely, buddy. It's good times. I'm a lot fatter now, so it would probably be different. I'd have to get a longboard, maybe 3.5 inches thick, 24 wide. It'd have to be something like that. Still love your Army Green Tundra though, brother. Yeah, dude, the Army Green's awesome. The color's amazing. The setup's amazing. The engine feels amazing. Best Tundra I've ever owned. I've owned 6. That's just me, boys. LMAO, yes, yes. Billy says, love hockey. Yes, I played hockey since I was, 4 or 5, something like that. And I played up until 29. That was when I played up until like religiously. Kept getting hurt. Ended up stepping back from it a little bit. I still put the blades on. Now I put roller blades on. I haven't been on ice in a minute, but I'll throw the blades on every now and again, go shooting around. Nothing as serious as I used to do when I was playing ice hockey left and right. I used to play ice, and in the summer I'd play roller, and that was it. Now it's more bowling and golf, but I've been bowling for 21 years, so. All right, let's see where we're at. Jordan, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Cool, didn't know that? Yes, yes. If we were in a different spot, I could show you pictures, but they're back there behind Carl of me playing hockey. But I do have some of these old things next to me. Got the old John Van Beesbroek starting lineups. You guys remember starting lineups? These were the best. They need to bring these back. I miss starting lineups so much. Oh, I used to go to the store. Caldor and Jamesway, if you guys know what they are. They ain't around anymore. But I used to go there and get the baseball ones all the time, the Don Mattingly's and stuff like that. Those were good times. Memories for sure. Yeah. Yep. At a yard sale about 10 years ago, I ended up selling a ton of them. But I still have the ones that matter, you know, the Dwight Goodens, Darryl Strawberry. I'm a Mets guy. Gary Carter, you know, Keith, all the boys. But starting lineups were the best if you were a sports person, for sure. We had Kmart, then Jamesway next door. Loved Jamesway. And no one knows what it is, but. All right, guys, we've been doing this over an hour now, so I'm probably going to wrap it up. But before I wrap it up, we're just going to go with a couple things here. Just a couple of, you know, small little notes. So you guys voted. We're not going to do the blue wall as much anymore. We're going to do this as the background now in these videos so you guys get all this love right here. And I'll find some spot to put the pop-ups, maybe on the grill, where it won't affect the view of the pop-up. So we're going to do that for sure. Like I said, just to give you guys, I want to save you guys money, and that's why I have promo codes. TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5% at Sparks Parts. That's where you can get all your Toyota OEM and aftermarket parts, including the Magnuson Supercharger. So go check it out. All these Toyota clothes I always wear that you guys ask about, they are from Toyota Outfitters website. TundraDude, all capitals, one word, will save you 25% site-wide. So go take care of business. Let's see, worst TRD Pro Color as a question. And I'm going with the specialty colors. I didn't like, well, let's go with it like this. Let's go through them. Inferno was 2015. I loved it. 2016 was Quicksand. I loved it. 2017 was Cement. I loved it. 2018, there was no TRD Pro Tundra. 2019, Voodoo Blue. That might be it. And 2020, we obviously have Army Green. I guess Voodoo Blue. Didn't really care for Voodoo Blue. There was also, I think it was Barcelona Red was in 2017 with the Cement. Yeah, I'm going Voodoo Blue as my least favorite. John's going to be upset at that. Let's see. Do you anticipate a new transmission for the... Yes, I do anticipate new everything for the next generation. Camper, what's going on, bud? How you doing? John says, put neon or LED lights on your Tundra grill in the background. It's always a good idea. Jim says, take care, Mark. It was fun to catch up your... it was fun to catch your live stream. It's been a while. Let's do more. They're a lot of fun. I want to put LED lights in my fog lights. Says H16. Some say H11 will work. H11 or brighter. Do H11. I missed Eugene's thing too. Eugene said, how does the SX package suspension compare to the TRD off-road and sport? Curious about the comparative ride quality. I think the ride quality of the SX is going to be more along the lines of a non-TRD SR5. It's pretty much the same setup. It won't be bouncy. The truck will probably float a lot more. But if you get a, let's see if you said it here. You didn't say double cab or crew max. The double cab may be a little bit more bouncy, but you got to make sure you go and test drive. Test drive, test drive, test drive. Okay, we already read that. I have a few football players. Nice. Rare, I am lucky to catch these anymore. I know, dude, for real. H11 and they are bright. Have them in my 4Runner. Nice. Great idea says, do you think Trudeau would eat a Tundra to curb emission? Would eat a Tundra to curb emission? I don't know what that means, bud. I don't know what that means. Rephrase. Camper Mike says, if the H11 will fit right, $70 for that set. Main difference is the output. All right, I'm waiting for this Canadian joke to continue here. But, I mean, the Tundra is obviously available in Canada. We know that. The next gen is going to come out for Canada just like it will for the United States. And the V8 looks like it's going bye-bye. which is very upsetting. But anyway, we're going to wrap this thing up. I thank you guys for being here. It was fun as always. I will try to do as many of these as I can. I know how much you guys like these. I wish my life wasn't so busy. I'm working overnights, so I have very little time to myself. So I will do my very best to do more of these. But I thank you for being here when I do them. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time I do one of these rando live streams or every time I put up a video, which is usually every other day. So let me know what you think and if you're happy with everything, and if you have any questions about the truck, we're all here to help you. So make sure you hit that button. Say goodbye to everyone right now. Let's see. Have a safe one. Point. Surf up, bro. Get 'em, dude. Endless summer all day. Ah, man, I caught the end. You did. Keith says, thanks, TundraDude. Appreciate your time and knowledge. Drop on the Tundras. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Always fun to talk. Eugene says, as for lighting, I'd recommend using a diffuser for your rear light, as the grill and wallpaper are reflecting quite a bit of light. Also, maybe use a ring light. John says, stay Mark, I can't even talk. Stay safe, Mark. John, thank you very much. Everyone, have a good one. Eugene, you as well. Take care. See you soon. Thanks for being here. Watch all the videos. Check out all the playlists. Help a bro out.